Have you ever went to the movie with friends and there's this really interesting movie that you've always wanted to see? You've been hyped for the trailers, you've seen all like the clips of it, and you're just really excited to see it. But a few of your friends, they want to see a different movie, one that you have not that much interest in. And yet, despite the fact you don't have that much interest in it, you still say to them that is your first choice of the movie you want to watch. Why didn't you say the original one if the original movie was the one you wanted to see? That is because you're probably under a condition that is known as either mom mentality or herd mentality. Mom mentality is something that happens in everyday lives and is something that many of us have adjusted to. By in this speech, I hope to have taught you about what mom mentality is, its causes, and how to sometimes avoid it if it gets anywhere too dangerous. According to groupcourttherapy.com for mental health, mom mentality is the adoptions of behaviors and ideas based on the influence of the crowd. Essentially, when multiple people are together, they sometimes have a collective thought to agree with certain things depending on the circumstances. If you're with a group of friends, you might often see mom mentality by consistently agreeing with the same things, even if one of you or a few of you have different ideas. This happens every day, but in some cases it can get more literal and get example, if people do not know each other, if one person seems to have a more informed idea on it, everyone will agree with it. This is best exemplified in an experiment that was done, where one real participant was taken into a room with 7 others. They were supposed to answer a question. 4 of those individuals purposely answered wrong. Despite the fact the answer was completely obviously wrong, one of our participants said that it was correct. Now this may confuse you because if you knew it was right, why would you agree with the wrong answer just because some other people said it? Well, it's because of the things that happen in our brain. According to WebMD.com, that has been medically reviewed by Samantha and Brandy, is because when we're together, we try to have social interaction with each other. We want group appreciation and approval. So even if we believe we are incorrect, we might agree with others. It is human nature, and not only just human nature, but also nature among animals and other creatures. This is because when people are together, they feel stronger and more safer. They do not want to be ostracized or feel like they're being left out of a group or activity. You probably always felt this when people are always together, you may feel outcasted. So you may go to that group, and even if you have no idea what's going on, you may always agree with them, or you may always just go with the flow because you do not want to seem like the odd man out. It also is why sometimes it's easy to incite a bunch of people against someone because one person had something to say. For example, everyone may think this product is awesome. I've had many cases where I thought this is really cool, but it just took one person with a loud enough voice to have a strong enough dissent for all of a sudden, everyone just suddenly hates it all of a sudden. Like you were the same people who just said, "Oh, this was good." Why did this one person, one or few people, make you all think, "Oh yeah, I don't like this anymore"? This is the harmful aspects of mob mentality, as it can sometimes incite violence or in occasions where there's no positive gain and just all of a sudden leaves confusion and discontent. But of course, we don't want that. So how do we avoid these instances from arising and happening in the first place? Well, according to Timo Arville, a well-known and respected mental health writer, she gave a few tips on how to avoid these things from happening. For starters, it's confidence in yourself. Having confidence in yourself will allow for you to have a clearer understanding. It lets you trust your own ideas. It makes you not want to go with the flow because you are certain this is correct. We always want to be correct. We don't want to be seen as wrong, or in any case, we don't want to feel like that we're doing something stupid. Next, self-awareness of what's going on around you. What is the situation you see yourself in? Does it seem to be getting any on or different than from anything else? If so, you might need to stint yourself, critically analyze the situation, and make sure that everything seems fine and that all the people seem to know what they're talking about. Just talk to them, see what they know. Do they seem informed about the subject, or do they not seem, or do they seem uninformed? And don't feel afraid to have some independence. Sure, being with friends is good, but having some independence and knowing where and when to have your own thought and go with the flow is what's important and allows you to better improve yourself as a person. In summary, mom mentality is something that affects us every day-to-day lives. We may not even know we're under the effect of mom mentality because it's a function of ideas that we all have that's consistently gone through us through time. It's something that should be both appreciated but also should be able to watch out for in case you ever find yourself under the harmful influences of mom mentality. Thank you. I hope that next time you're with a group of friends, you're able to show some independence, or if you really do enjoy a thing, just go with the flow. Thank you.